Hi. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi. So my name is Arzish Azam. I run Future Fest, which is the largest tech event festival in Pakistan. Pakistan is the fifth largest country in the world, but for crypto and blockchain stuff, we have more than 9 million people that do crypto trading and that are well aware about, the Web3, that are part of the Web3 revolution. And it is a very happening market for all these emerging technologies. Our platform has been a big enabler and host for some of the biggest Web3 organizations, and also connecting them with the ecosystem, with regulators, with all the other stakeholders. And we look forward to bringing a lot of such people together for the event that we're doing with you on 26th of January.
Yeah, awesome. So before I do want to talk about Future Fest a little
Okay.
later, but before we jump into it, I kind of want to get an idea of like what your Web3 journey has looked like. What got you into crypto?
Yeah, so for me, I think I was advising the Federal Ministry for Science and Technology back like 2 years ago, and at that time, a bunch of Web3 people got in touch, and they were like, "We want to come to Pakistan," and that's how I kind of started learning about okay, what's blockchain, what's crypto, what's going on, and then I kind of like went very deep into understanding the business case for this in this market, especially. I got invited to speak at an event in Dubai, and then work with a lot of crypto companies, but then a lot of blockchain companies as well, because the use cases are just amazing, and the kind of scale that we have in our economy in different things. I think there's like we can bring a revolution by kind of enabling the right players to access this market.
Yeah, awesome. So, I do want to talk, I guess, jump into Future Fest and your experience running communities. Like you mentioned kind of in the beginning, I'm really excited that we're kicking off the Dencun voyage with our event with you as like an official side event for Future Fest. So let's dive into it. Can you tell us a little bit about what Future Fest is, kind of maybe the history of it, what you're planning on doing? With it now and maybe into the future?
Yeah. So we've been doing tech events in this country and for this ecosystem for like 7 years now. Back in 2022, we wanted to do like a big tech festival with the likes of all the cool events in the world. And that's how we created Future Fest, right? And it's a fusion of not just technology, but essentially technology, culture, music, and food. So these are some of the cool aspects about our community and our ecosystem that we want to show to the world and celebrate as well. Over the past two editions, we've brought together more than 100,000 people, 600 speakers. We've enabled around $200 million of investment into the country and helped a lot of international companies and investors access the Pakistani market. I think as a platform, our essence is to bring the community together, but at the same time, open doors for Pakistan, for this market to the world. And we look forward to doing it again at the third edition of Future Fest, where we're honored to host the Ethereum Duncan launch event as well, and just celebrate the amazing work that is going on in the startup tech Web3, all the digital economy stuff. So it is a very unique event where you see all of this happening together at one place. And there is, and it's unlike any other event that takes place here, and pretty much anywhere else that I've seen. So if you come to Future Fest, you don't really need to go anywhere else. You'll meet all of Pakistan at this event.
Yeah, awesome. Like Future Fest is big, like you mentioned. This is the third event. To my
Yeah.
understanding, it's not just Web3. Future Fest is really cool because you're kind of at the intersection of everything that's going on in tech, which I think really important, for innovation and having this cross, I guess, pollination between different sectors. How did you get like Future Fest started? Like, what are your tips and tricks for growing such a big community?
So the tips and tricks and the I would say the secret sauce for Future Fest is actually the community itself, right? When we started, we just went around and we talked to a bunch of people, and we were like, we want to do something. We're trying to do something. Will you join us? Will you become a part of this? Whatever we're doing. And to this day, I think the 40 roundtables that are happening at the event are curated by different community leaders who represent their own industries, their own ambitions and companies. And what we provide essentially is a platform for this community to come together and help elevate this ecosystem to the next level. I think what we've done really well as an event is just create a way for others to do something, to host events, to create content, to bring their communities together in one place, which was something that I felt is not very easy in a developing economy, right? So we've created that platform where everyone can come in and express their self, and that's why I feel it's really unique that the community owns this event, and they are essentially the one that host this event. We are merely the facilitators.
Awesome. So you're more of like a super connector of different communities across
Yeah, yeah.
Pakistan, right?
That's literally the I'm going to rename myself to Arzish the Super Connector.
Yes, fantastic. That's awesome. You're like my favorite type of person because it's like a one-stop shop
Yeah,
kind of thing. You're
yeah, it
doing
is
my
a one
job.
stop shop. Yes.
Yes, yes. Amazing. Okay. That's really exciting. You're doing a lot of cool things in Pakistan. I actually want to dive into, you know, like the mechanics or the reasons why all of that is there, right? Can you tell me a little bit about, Pakistani Web3 culture, community, maybe like are there any fun facts or quirks unique to Pakistan that you think don't exist or are less common elsewhere?
Okay, so that's a really nice question. I think my exposure over the past 6 7 years working in this ecosystem and helping kind of connect the dots, not just locally but globally as well. There are really some amazing unique factors here. So we've got the fifth largest population in the world, but then we've got around 135 million internet users, which is more than the population of a lot of countries. Then in this very population, the median age is 23. So this is one of the largest young populations
Oh,
in the world.
wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's,
crazy. I did not know that.
yeah, these numbers are like just crazy. And by 2023, Pakistan will have the third largest working age population of the world. And when you bring all these factors together, you see why the adoption of social media or emerging technologies or trends is so fast and so high, because you've got such a large young population that speaks English. So Pakistan is the third largest English speaking country in the world, that can understand whatever is going on in the world, that is very well aware, and now it is supercharged because it is connected through technology. The penetration of internet is very high, the cost of buying a smartphone is very low. So all of this over the past 3 to 4 years especially has enabled a revolution in Pakistan, where our economy is transitioning very fast towards the digital economy. The growth of e-commerce, the growth of anything digital, it happens here at a very fast pace that I have not witnessed right now in other countries. In a lot of other ecosystems, they've kind of gone and done this journey. We were kind of late, but now we're leapfrogging. And that is why Pakistan has, I think, the sixth largest crypto adoption globally as well. In terms of Web3, what I see and what I feel is really unique is that people are not just, investing in crypto because they want to make money, and they want to like 10x their funds, but they are actually investing because they have really good awareness of crypto assets, of digital assets. They understand what are the pros and cons as compared to the local economy, right? So this is a user base that is very well aware of the benefits of Web3, of the advantages of this whole revolution, and that is adopting to it very fast. And I think over the next few years it will become one of the like kind of strongholds of Web3 in the world, whether you talk about like development or crypto trading or people launching NFTs and all of that stuff. We did a NFT event a few months ago as well.
Okay. Wow, that's so many, like, interesting facts. That's really exciting. I kind of, with such a fast-growing tech culture, as well as, young culture, you said moving into working age population, can you tell us a little bit about, like, crypto regulation and usage in Pakistan?
Yeah. So that's a very interesting ecosystem again here. So over the past few years, there's been some discussion: is crypto trading legal, illegal? Technically, it is unregulated in Pakistan, but then we have all these exchanges operating P2P in the country, and the trading volumes are crazy big. All of the exchanges have very significant presence in the country as well. Over the past few years, the government has also made some positive strides towards regulating and working towards a framework for virtual assets regulation, but officially there is no stance on the legality of virtual assets. There is no framework that currently exists, and one of the roles that we are trying to play as a platform by bringing all the stakeholders together, whether they are exchanges or blockchains or regulators, is to bring them on the same on like one place and have a conversation about the future of virtual assets in this economy, and a possible framework for regulating this for positive benefits, not just for the population but also for the country's economic growth.
Yeah, amazing. So, I think with regards to that, I guess, what do you think the biggest needs are with regards to growing the crypto ecosystem in Pakistan?
But I would say, there's already a lot of awareness thanks to some very key influencers in the country. But I still feel that the general public is not as well aware or has not adopted that fast to this due to the I would say difficulty in right now adding money to an exchange or sending funds on buying an NFT, and that can easily get resolved if we create a very simple regulatory framework. But at the same time, we also need all the players and all the kind of stakeholders to come together and do more awareness campaigns on the benefit for the general public. There's a lot of marketing currently for exchanges on users to come and trade, and they can make money and stuff, but more towards the educational side of Web3, which some key players have invested on the educational, on building awareness about the educational side of blockchain and Web3 and all these technologies. But I think there's like a lot of room for work in that area.
Awesome. And then I guess two closing thoughts. First thing, is there anything that's exciting you in the Ethereum ecosystem and layer twos like Linea? Um, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know why I ended that question on an upswing, but it's supposed to end.
So I think uh, like the way the Ethereum ecosystem has enabled a new layer of crypto or Web3 entrepreneurs, and we are super excited that the ETH Dencun launch event or celebration event is happening. One of the first one, like the first one, is happening at Future Fest. I feel that the role it can play, especially in this ecosystem, for entrepreneurs to build products, to build solutions, to build services for masses and for solving problems that are very practical to our daily lives is exponential. And that is why we are very excited to host this event, to invite the builders and the experts and the people who are neck deep in Web3 to connect and further build solutions for the problems that they face themselves in Pakistan.
Awesome. And then this is the end. Do you have any closing thoughts or extra things you want to add, shill, push, and like how to get connected and find out more? um, to the about the super connector Future Fest, things like that.
Yes, I think I've spoken a lot, but my closing thought would be that the internet has kind of bridged the digital divide for the world's population, and in this very era, a country or an ecosystem that has a lot of young people who are well aware, who speak English, who can understand the latest technologies, is an ecosystem ripe for a revolution. And that's the very reason we are based here. We are investing very heavily in developing this ecosystem, because we already see trends for this becoming a very solid solid contributor to the global digital economy. Web3 has been a very big enabler, generally kind of decentralizing things. And I think in this ecosystem, Pakistan and this population will become a key contributor, and we look forward to welcoming anyone and everyone who's interested to connect with entrepreneurs, with the ecosystem, with the Pakistani market, and we look forward to hosting them. And with this, I think I'd like to invite you to visit Pakistan also. If not this event, but then any event or any time, because we really want you to come in and connect with the builders on the ground that are doing the real work.
Yeah, no, awesome. I would definitely love to come to Pakistan. Unfortunately, not this time because it was a little bit on a short notice. But eventually, if not for a conference, just to visit, be amongst the young people. I don't know, 23. Oh, maybe they'll make me feel younger than I actually am now. But yeah, thank you so much for your time. I'm super excited to see, all the cool things that are going to be coming out of this, not just kind of from our event, but Future Fest in general, the future of Pakistani tech culture. And yeah, I guess in summary, January 26th, 6 p.m. Sign up link will be somewhere on our socials and important places to find. But thank you so much for joining. This was really fun. I learned a lot.
So,
Yeah,
thank you so much for inviting, Emily, and looking forward to doing this together.
yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye.